Welcome back to the Weekend Hot Podcast. This is Weekend Hot B-Side. I'm your man, KZL. I got my man Swag here with me. And we are basically, B-Sides usually where we give our input, life experiences, relationship-wise, living-wise, man-wise. You know what I'm saying? Because we need some man stuff out there every now and then. You know, I know there'll be a lot of people, black girl magic, black boy joy. Fuck all. We just gonna do it like our grandparents did.
Yeah.
Everything got to have a damn label. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just doing man shit right now. This is Weekend High B-Side man shit. And we talking about relationships. And my man came up with a good question here. Can you lose passion without losing love? And it's either or both salvageable. You know what I'm saying? So can you lose passion without losing love, ladies and gentlemen? And it's either or both salvageable. You know what I'm saying? Now, what do you think? Since it's your time, what do you think about? What's your thoughts on that topic?
Well, it's several layers to this. You got love relationships, you got love with your interests and, hobbies. And then you got love in your passions, when you got that extra burn when you can go out and be on an athletic team or be it like a skill like musicianship or anything like that. It all applies because when you have that passion, that gives you that fire. You know what I'm saying? But in the relationship sense, I kind of say that passion is the choice and the love is the the mandatory part.
Okay, so you feel like the love part is a mandatory part. Passion is just part of it. Like it's a component of it and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. No, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, passion, comes with comfort. And comfort, that's the choice. You choose when you're comfortable in the situation. When you're comfortable in the situation, the passion grows and get you through.
Yeah. Now, we always have to have different perspectives on the show. We gotta have some unpopular perspectives on the show. Now, some people, okay, but now just the loss of passion, like in a relationship, it says, I'm on my Googles, y'all. Like I'm on my Googles.
Got my Googles.
So basically, the consensus that I've seen along the line is that you feel demoted to do any task, and you feel that you're in a constant mind block. You have energy, but you simply can't work. That's what loss of passion is for anything, like as far as relationship, work. It feels like I can't really do this no more. You might love doing it, but you just don't have the passion that you had.
You don't feel that same reward.
Right? You don't still feel the same reward. You don't feel the same self gratification. From it, or that feeling. Most of the time with us, as human beings anyway, it's all about feelings and, this and that. I feel this way, or I feel, so that self, like the definition was saying, loss of passion, you feel demotivated to do any task and you feel that you're in constant mind block. You have energy, but you still simply can't work. A lot of employees usually say, they tend to act carelessly when they lose their passion. They don't even care if they get fired. I've been there before. Like, I don't give a fuck about this job. I don't give a fuck about it. Look, I'm here getting my paycheck and to go home. Hopefully they don't bother me along this 8-hour period so I can get in and out. You know what I'm saying? Or you be, especially with work, like a lot of people working from home and everything, it's easy to lose passion because, it's the same thing, same grind. Even when you go in an office, like, I don't think it makes you no better. Like, people like, oh man, I get to see people's faces. I don't really give a damn about seeing people's faces. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really care about longest, you know what I'm saying? I mean, the socializing part of jobs, I guess at this age of my life or stage of my life, I've like kind of like it's disappeared. Like before, it would be like, oh yeah, man, to socialize. I like, man, this at the job, that at the job. Now it's like when they had those little get-togethers, like, hey, meet somebody on your team and stuff. Like, I don't care about meeting them. Well, send them a welcome message. Just let them welcome them to the team. I'm the one who never send that shit to you. People be like, damn, I didn't even know you was on my team. Like, yeah, like I never see you. You ain't gonna see me because it's like it's basically, I took the right pill and now the matrix is exposed to me. So it's like, oh, this is a place I go do some shit for 8 hours and I get a paycheck. You know what I'm saying? Anything outside of that, like the socializing part of it, is like, I don't know. You just really have to be extraordinary for me to be like, okay, we met at work and then now outside of work we click like that. You know what I'm saying? It's only a few. You one of the ones.
I know. I was about to say, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm like in the work environment, I'm more outgoing, but I have learned that all that extra engagement, that's just extra energy because this shit don't pay back.
Right. I mean, in some realms it can, because you can meet people, and then if y'all leave the job, somebody get a job somewhere else, you had that referral, you're like, oh man, I work with homeboy, or they hook me up or tell me, hey man, they hiring, I'm at this new gig, they hiring over here. That would basically be the big thing about socializing at work, to have those kind of connections. But a lot of times now I find with people who work from home, or I've seen studies where like, the engagement, the social engagement part of it, like for instance, I knew somebody who told me, they work from home and they had like a lunch. And I said, how the hell y'all have a lunch and it's work from home? And she's like, yeah, we just be all on the camera looking at each other eat. And I said, well, what the fuck? So everybody just sitting there on the camera. I said, so that's how y'all have a pizza party. They send everybody the food and everybody just be on camera watching each other eat. Like, I don't really want to watch nobody else eat.
You say some ASMR game.
Right, you know what I'm saying? So back to that loss of passion. It's just, it's one of those things. I think it can come and go. Now we were just talking about on a work sense, but I'm gonna let you kick it. Let's kick it back to the more relationship sense here.
Okay.
For a little bit now, and that could be friendship, romantic relationships, what have you. But well, actually, let's just go with the romantic relationship. Romantic compassion. Now I'm getting this. I'm looking up on Psychology Today. It's one of the, I guess, preeminent online websites for therapists and psychologists and things like that. And they said that a romantic passion encompasses that powerful inclination you might have to be close to a loved one, the strong attraction to, infatuation with, and desire to be with him or her is the force that compels you to be near your partner, and the motivational pull responsible for the feeling of missing that, which comes from being away from him or her. So a lot of times, I just equate that basically. Let me get into in hood terms or layman's terms. Basically, how the old adage, if you miss each other, you got more passion when you miss each other more. The time apart. Kind of strong. So when you get around,
makes the heart right. Yeah.
Now, how do you feel about that? Now, let's say, do you feel like time apart? Now that's hard to do, especially if you it depends on what type of relationship mode you're in. If you're in a marriage, if you just boyfriend and girlfriend, fiance, what have you.
Long term for But man. In a long term relationship, the passion, it's easy to fizzle out, but really it's all about the comfort level, you know what I'm saying? Because, if somebody, okay, let's just say you're in a relationship, a not married relationship, and then the person that, you just went the whole dime with, you the blue bubbles and shit, don't come home the next night. You know what I'm saying? That's what hurts the passion. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I say it's a choice. Not that it's an easy or clear choice. You know what I'm saying? Because let's just say, for instance, you do something that you couldn't even look at your mom and talk about, and then you turn around and see a random text in their phone the next day. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That's gonna hurt the passion. That's gonna make you clam up. You know, you still might not leave the relationship, but you know, it's just gonna be straight up and down, rigid go, sex go. You know, just none of the. You know, it's easy to lose passion in a relationship.
Okay. Okay. Now let me ask you this. Now, do you need passion for long-term relationship happiness?
No, but it helps. They're not mutually exclusive.
Yeah. Now, Psychology Today, this is what they said about that same question.
Mm-hmm.
They said basically this is basically scientific research on the scientific end that they thought. Now, if as far as passion for long-term relationship happiness, is it really love or just friendship? Steinberg suggests that relationships can be mapped into a triangle with its points defined as intimacy, commitment, and passion. Without passion, you might have a relationship high in intimacy and commitment, typically what characterizes friendships rather than romantic couples. The ideal, a relationship characterized by the center of the triangle, consummates love, which includes intimacy, commitment, and passion. Now, let's go back to what he said. Without passion, you might have a relationship high in intimacy and commitment, typically what characterizes friendships rather than romantic couples. Now, I think that speaks to a lot of relationships today. You know what I'm saying? If you really think about it, that's why, to me, on the real, I mean, this is not the full evidence of why, but could be a component why you got a lot of the baby mama, baby daddy culture right now. You know what I'm saying? Especially amongst young people, younger folks. And like it came from basically, I think, our generation. But at the same time, now it's like the thing they do. They got Teen Mom on MTV and shit. And, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And shows like that. So I think what Steinberg said is very it speaks to what's going on now. It says basically, once again, he said that without passion, you might have relationships high in intimacy and commitment, typically what characterizes friendships rather than romantic couples. So a lot of people out here, I think they just might just be, I guess you need friendship for relationship, but I guess it leans more to the friendships into the scale, that scale tip.
Yeah, with
You
that.
know what I'm saying? Because like,
I ain't never thought about it like that, but I can see that.
yeah,
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 I can see the image in my mind. You know, like if there's a graphic for the relationship triangle, you got your love, you got your commitment, and then you got your passion. That's tight. That's
mhm,
tight.
yeah. Now, what do you feel about as far as what Steinberg listed as saying that when you have overabundance of when you high in intimacy and commitment, then that typically characterizes friendships rather than romantic couples. So, like I say, a lot of people out here smashing, they
Mm-hmm.
smash it, and I don't know if they high intimacy and commitment. Like, yeah, this is my girl, this is my baby mama. I'll beat you. This is my girl. G. You know what I'm saying? You know how motherfuckers be today. And when it come down to it, really, I guess they don't really love them. Now, the thing that spoke to me the most about was this. Remember, I don't know if you might have saw the incident where the brother was dropping off the food to his kid,
Mm-hmm.
and she was getting on like, okay, why you ain't bring none for nobody else?
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna relate that to what we're talking about as far as the passion. Now, at some point, he had passion enough with his woman. He probably would have bought all the kids something, right?
Yeah.
So now that maybe he ain't. Now she remember, I think in the video, did she say he was still smashing or something? I don't know. I don't know.
That's what she said in her follow-up video.
Right. So high intimacy, right? Just like he said, by that model, by that scale or model, high intimacy and
Mm-hmm.
commitment, meaning he made him not be committing to old girl, but he committing to the fact that he got a kid with her. So he's bringing
Yeah.
his kid. This only thing, like in his head, and that could be from a state of being mad at her too. Like, oh, I'm only gonna bring something for my kid. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to bring him. She want to go out here in the streets and get knocked up by a bunch of other dudes. That's on her. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just gonna bring something for my kid. Now, like most real men, I mean, I ain't gonna say. Well, I don't want to down the brother and say he ain't a man because I don't know the brother. But at the same time, most men, I said, say of my stature or cut like me, or you, I'll say you cut like me too. we were just bringing everybody the whole, you know what I'm saying? You ain't, like you said, you ain't got to bring it, you know, every kid the same thing your son got, but like you could bust a small fry. I mean, the motherfucker went to McDonald's, you know, you could bust, you know what I'm saying? Give me five,
you get the value meal for your kid, get the little bundle for the other kids.
Right. Or give me a 10-piece nugget, give me a 20-piece nugget, you know what I'm saying? Give me a 20-piece nugget and 4 small fries, and then get your kid what he want. You know what I'm saying? So that way everybody feel like, I mean, because this McDonald's, it really don't cost that much. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know the brother's financial situation either, though.
Yeah, but you know, if it's a situation where like I only got $10 though, I'm gonna make sure that mine is fair. You know,
that's true. But I mean, you could stretch $10 at Mickey D. You could even stretch $8 if it's. Everybody get a hamburger or a hamburger. That's less than $1. A cheeseburger. You know what I'm saying? Give me 4 cheeseburgers.
Shit, they got the bundle here where you get a double cheese and a small fry for $3 flat.
You know what I'm saying? So what you think about that? If you was in that situation and you was messing with this babe, you lost passion for her. Because at one time, I'm sure passion would have had him buy food for the whole house. The motherfucker, he would have came with 2 big bags of Popeyes.
Yeah.
He would have came with the Popeyes. Now he dropping off the Big Mac meal. Like, yo, give my son this meal. So what do you think? What do you think about that? In that situation, if you was in that situation, what would be your thought process on?
Yeah, but like when he was in a situationship with it, you know, I'm pretty sure the stakes was high and he was caping for the whole film, but then, you know, they break up. Now, see, I didn't know that he was going back dabbling when this story came out, you know what I'm saying? So when I found that out, you know, that he was still going in to get to, you know, to screw, that makes it a little different than what everybody was initially responding to, you know?
Yeah, I mean, because he's still getting a little milk from the cow.
Yeah, he's still tapping in, you know.
he's still tapping in. He's still tapping in. Yeah. I mean, so yeah, man. I mean, you at McDonald's, man. You could have brought a small fry for everybody. You know what I'm saying? You can still get your kid what you want. You know, like I want my son to have a Big Mac meal.
I think you trying to make more of a statement.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I say. I know that's how I know it's a younger dude, because he's more so trying to make a statement like, oh, if you would have been with me, I would, you know what I'm saying? I would provide for the whole family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. She probably didn't answer his call that night when he was calling to come get it. He's like, okay, that's cool.
He pulled up and seen, look, he pulled up
and seen, okay.
He pulled up and seen the cutlass outside and shit.
Okay.
Got him a third baby daddy over here. You know what I'm saying? See, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that mama said, from here on out, it's strictly business.
Right. So passion left the brother, you know what I'm saying? So he like, and it is more like a friendship, because see, like in a friendship, you know, you're gonna look out for your friends. It just depends, because like me, as far as a friend, like I feel like shit, if you ain't got it and I got it, we got it. We both got it. That's how I was raised as far as friends and family and cousins. Like one of us got it, we all got it. You know what I'm saying? But other people might, like, it depends on friendship. They might be like, no, I got it, nigga. You just ain't got it. You know? You know what I'm saying? So like, we still cool, we still friends, but hey, I can't do nothing for you. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends on how you define friendship as well. But I thought that was an interesting dynamic there from Steinberg there. And now the number 2, we're going back to let's reel it back in, and let's give the people, actually, if you just joined, well, shit, I guess if you just joined and you could watch this rewind, but look, I'm gonna put it back because we record this, we're gonna put it out. But can you lose passion without losing love? And it's either or both salvageable. That's our question for this B-side today. Can you lose passion without losing love? And it's either or both salvageable. Now, we're gonna go back to the Psychology Today list here. Now they're saying in Psychology Today, this is a online journal by a lot of psychologists and therapists. They actually produced this, and they said, they asked the question, do you need passion for long-term relationship happiness? And then they provided some scientific research. Number 2 on their list is passion might affect happiness, but not as much as love. Recent evidence shows that self-reported romantic passion corresponds with couple happiness. Keep in mind, though, that companionate love, meaning that warm intimacy between people, is a stronger predictor of relationship happiness than passion. This suggests that both passion and love encourage relationship well-being. Okay, so passion might affect happiness, but not as much as love. That's what number 2 thing they said. And do you agree with that?
Yeah, it's a lot to do with that because that's in them long relationships, passion can when it's associated with sex, that shit can fall off when you be in longer relationships. But I I agree with that because it's kind of comforting, in fact, to hear that lets me know that shit's going okay. But yeah, when you ain't no young whippersnapper, it's hard to get it in and
Yeah.
get you get older, and then you got more shit to protect.
More responsibilities.
Yeah.
See, when you come together, you move in, you married, and y'all consolidate. You know what I'm saying? So you can't. It ain't like the old days where you just like, damn, I'm gonna hit her up. You know what I'm saying? Get some wings, something, put some passion on her ass. Come through with a bottle, come in there and bring some passion to that ass. Because now it's day to day, the day to day. Sometimes you ain't got time for it.
Yeah, sometimes life gets in the way. Hell,
right. We're gonna figure out how we're gonna pay the mortgage this month, how we're gonna pay the car note this month, who lost the job, or I lost the job, babe. We gotta now you lost the job. You know what I'm saying? Just life experiences that most people pretty much go through, or it could be something even harder than that. Loss of a child, loss of a parent, loss of a grandparent, loss of a friend. You know what I'm saying? Going through emotional or I would say emotional experiences as far as being human beings that most people go through, loss, dealing with grief. So then the passion has to take a back seat, and you got to become a friend, a listener, a counselor to your spouse, mate, girlfriend, baby daddy, whatever you want to call them, partner. You know what I'm saying? And then you have to put that passion on a back burner. Sometimes, though, this is what I think. Sometimes you could get in that kind of, you could kind of lock into that kind of schedule almost. You could kind of be locked in to connect to that kind of schedule, and then you don't know how to bring the passion back in. Meaning, like, the person you're with could be happy, you're happy, the love is there, the love is strong, but that passion, you know what I'm saying, you on Pornhub and shit, and like, damn, this is some freaky shit. I want my girl to swallow my shit like this. But you can't, you know what I'm saying? But look, your girl might have just came through and had lost a miscarriage. So how how do you act? You know what I'm saying? It could be too much for a miscarriage, but you still kind of fucked up in the head, or she might be fucked up about it. You don't know how she feel about it. And let's say y'all talk on it, and she like, well, I kind of want to take things slow. You know what I'm saying? That really hurt me. Or some women, as they get older, especially in our age range, they going through things, menopause and this, and their body's changing.
It changed, yeah.
So they not they ain't ready for you to just pipe down like you used to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They like that. They doing a young man. You know what I'm saying? Because now as a society, more of us are in shape. So a lot of more dudes got energy and shit out here, you know what I'm saying? On the piping side of the game. So it ain't like, our older generation or before us, when they was getting old, they was just getting fat and old and eating good. And
yeah, I mean, like, even today, 50 don't look like 50 did back in the 80s.
No. I agree with that. So with that being said, what do we say to the people who like, damn the passion, like, damn that passion, you know what I'm saying? She better be happy, these bills getting paid, you know what I'm saying? I done hung in a game with her, and you know what I'm saying? I could have been out here tricking, but I ain't trick on her, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, it can work, but you got the line, you got a line instead of more the triangle, you got the commitment, you got the love, but that passion, that's what makes the shape. You just got a line with just strictly business. any other way. It can work, but it's not lit. You know, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Now, on the second on the list, now the person who said, whose research is Gonzaga. I want to quote who in research we're looking at now. I want to point at something interesting out of there. That number 2, we gonna move on. Now they said, keep in mind though that companionate love. They said warm intimacy between people is a stronger predictor of relationship happiness than passion. So warm intimacy or companionate love. So what do you feel about the companionate love? Do you think because I feel like companionate love is it's kind of that shit kind of hard to reach too with a lot of people. Or if what do you feel about that point of view of saying that, well, companionate love is going to be a stronger predictor than passion?
Yeah, I feel like they hit the nail on the head with that one, because that's I'm an affectionate guy, so I can canoodle and smack on the ass, hold hands in random spots and shit like that. That's that magic that could be confused with passion, but yeah, that's that love. That's that companionate love. You know what I'm saying?
Long walks on the beach.
Hell yeah. I mean, and when you have that, really, I can definitely see how that would be more of a precursor for staying power than actual passion, which is cool.
Now,
yeah, I think that's exactly right.
Now with the younger generation, I don't think they doing long walks on the beach no more and nothing like that. And so like with this next generation, it seems to be a void. You think it's probably much a void of passion? Because like say dudes is like, hey, it's strictly business. I'm dropping my son Big Mac deal off since you didn't answer at 4 a.m.
Man, I don't know, man. These youngsters seem to just be walking around in a cipher, man. You just never know, man. They seem to be missing some parts.
Or do you think it's our generation's fault that we didn't show them enough passion? Because we, when we relate it back to the music, bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks, and what a bitch want from a nigga. You know what I'm saying? So so can we say basically we didn't show enough passion? Like a lot of times, I think a passion can. This is my thought now. Passion can originate from a lot of different places. Like a lot of times it's ambiance, it's the music, it's this and that. So with the music we grew up on, we was talking about like, hey, fuck a bitch, fuck a hoe. You know what I'm saying? Now that don't mean we was talking about every woman. That we were just talking about those types of women. But at the time, it seemed like that was a lot of the damn women. You know what I'm saying? At least that's what you would think, at least by listening to the songs. Not to say that there were, but at least by listening to the songs. Like if I was just born, like if I was a young cat now and I went back and listened to early 2000s, what a nigga want from it, all these bitches ain't no fun and my homies can't have none, then I'd be like, these boys is wild. Or you know what I'm saying? Even if you want to go with like the Miami Bass, Doo-Doo Brown and put the titties on the glass and you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I mean, we had our, slow song, but I'm just saying, hip hop was dominating in our generation as far as like the 90s, mid 90s, early 90s, mid 90s, early 2000s. So like with us listening or growing up on music, which really didn't have a lot of passion. I mean, every now and then you had something like LL had to, remember, I'm looking at my own eyes in the rear view. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
hey, you know what I'm saying? We had a couple joints, but what do you think?
I don't know. I had a different musical upbringing, and that might be part of why I'm a little different than the average guy from our generation. But, I grew up on gospel and Miles Davis. Like I ain't even hear Tupac until like 2004. Outside the singles, yeah. I'm ashamed to say it, but that's what I have
to. so it was more, you was feeling passion for Miles and the gospel,
yeah,
passion for Lord, and passion for just creativity as far as
yeah. Like I had gotten a NWA tape one time at one of the at this thing we had down in Purdue. And I brought it home, and then my mom found it, threw it out, and then that was I was like, it ain't even worth it. Yeah. So
Now, I'm gonna move on here a little bit. Now we're gonna go. I'm gonna ask you this: How number 3 on the list? Passion matters and sexual satisfaction. The kind of passion between two people that leads to sexual satisfaction is highly rewarding in romantic relationships, and sexual satisfaction is a strong predictor of overall relationship satisfaction, commitment, and love. This is by Spreacher, who's the author who said that. Once again, the kind of passion between two people that leads to sexual satisfaction is rewarding in romantic relationships, and sexual satisfaction is a strong predictor of overall relationship satisfaction, commitment, and love. Do you agree with that?
yeah. Also, yeah. Um, shit. When it comes to sexual satisfaction, it's subjective. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you might be having sex, 5 times a week, and everything seems healthy, only to find out that, that your partner ain't been getting off of some shit.
Right. Yeah.
It's a mixed bag, but yeah, I agree with the sentiment.
Okay. Okay. Now I'm gonna disagree. I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Now, because they say the kind of passion between two leads to sexual satisfaction is highly rewarding. The kind of passion between two leads into sexual relationships is highly rewarding in romantic relationships, and sexual satisfaction is a strong predictor of overall relationship satisfaction. Only reason I say I disagree because I was in a relationship where the sex was amazing. It was motherfucking nigga was levitating. You know what I'm saying? Soul, the spirit getting the soul just evaporating out the spirit, type, what I'm saying, sex.
Mm-hmm.
However, there was no loyalty, and there was really no commitment. You see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
There was no love, and there was no love. Well, no, I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna say this: the person maybe loved me, maybe didn't like me, but they loved having sex with me. You know what I'm saying? But as far as passion, I don't know. Can I call that passion? Because, like I said, the sex was good. I mean, yeah, sex was good, but like after a while, that kind of soured because I started to realize, there was no commitment. She was for the streets.
Yeah.
I wasn't the only one. You know what I'm saying?
That's where that comfort level kicks in.
Right.
But I would definitely put it on the passion side more than the intimacy.
Okay. Maybe I had some deep down dark alley prostitute type passion.
No, I mean, well, see, and that's what I was saying with it being subjective. You might be in a healthy sex life in the relationship, but it don't mean the same for both parties.
Right. Or the relationship ain't healthy. Like you heard those relationships where people they just be banging and I hate you, they fight, and all of a sudden they start fucking like a motherfucker, and then
burning
everything
from both ends.
Right. All the problems subside for maybe 24 to 48 hours. Back to business.
Fucking put to sleep, get up and start fussing again.
Right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So hey, that's like the movie Belly with DMX. Keys, come on. What girl? You know what I'm saying? Like he put the thing on her, and she was just like, "All right, I'll deal with it."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, number 4. Do you think it said they think too much passion too early sometimes? Intense passionate courtships might be dangerous. They can translate into marriages characterized by disillusionment. Now, they said a recent study showed that the amount of affection and experience between married individuals who had highly passionate courtships peaked right after marriage, but then declined rapidly over the first 2 years. But you shouldn't feel safe if your courtship is or was marked by weak passion. Such couples also experience a peak and then decline in affection, the sweet spot. Couples who have a medium degree of passion during their courtship often are able to sustain affection throughout their relationship. So, let me go dive into this first part. So they said that too much passion too early could be dangerous, and that could translate into marriages characterized by disillusionment. What do you feel about that? Do you think too much passion too early is a bad thing for a relationship?
Too much of anything could be bad, but yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Um, let's just say the lady I married, the woman I'm married to, we was hot and heavy there, but we wasn't really in a mental position to get married. But had we gotten married the first time we proposed and all that shit, nigga, I wouldn't even have no kids right now. or I have just one. But yeah,
Right.
I think that's right though.
Yeah, because you can fizzle out. Some people say start out that you fizzle out fast. So
Yeah.
come
Like,
into it, taking the shirt off,
hell
so,
yeah, life is a marathon, not a track meet.
yeah. But sometimes though, it could work out good though, because then, I say what I think I just think if you start out, I don't think it's nothing wrong starting off hot and heavy. I just think the hard part is keeping that up. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people don't have the attention span or the longevity nowadays to keep up. Because we live in a society. To me, we live in as far as relationships. This is my opinion. We live in a victim society as far as relationship. Everything is what somebody did to me. Oh, I got to get my groove back. You know what I'm saying? I got to get out here. Everything is a not like work through it type thing. Everything is a man, fuck that. You can do better. You know what I'm saying? Swipe left society. Swipe left. Oh
Yes,
man, I can
swipe
swipe
right,
left.
yeah,
This
yeah.
motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? The passion gone. I'm about to just get me another one. You know what I'm saying? So we live in I guess I shouldn't say what I said earlier, but I guess we the disposable relationship society. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And then in some instances, transactional. You know what I'm saying? As
Oh,
far as
okay,
if a
yeah, there
motherfucker
you
got
go.
money,
That's a whole different animal right there.
right, with the transactional. But at least I know it's disposable. People, even with people who ain't got money, it's motherfucking hobos. Like, bitch, get on. I get another bitch down here to squat with me.
Hey
You
man,
know?
but I will say though, being a person that's been through that's in a 20-year relationship, heavy passion on the front end can cause ghosts to come up and spook you down the line. You know what I'm saying?
Hell
um,
yeah.
Hell yeah, because when it's real hot and steamy in the beginning, all the time, when you get a bit older and then your body start to be more, tricky with you, you know what I'm saying? A lot of blame be loss of passion, and that don't particularly be the case. And then then you question, is the passion leaving? No, you're just getting old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, um, basically, it said also the article, and that goes into what you said goes to the article. Basically, what we're saying is most couples experience a peak, then a decline in affection. Um, and it's hard to maintain that sweet spot as far as like now, like let's say like this. I've dated, what I'm saying, a lot of different type of women, but I've dated women who I have dated women who are not very affectionate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you date a woman who but my mother, she wasn't the most affectionate woman either. So to me, it's like for me, it's a sweet spot. It's right at home. Okay,
Yeah, like real stoic.
Right. But the thing about that is sometimes it can go into overkill after a while. You get in that routine, and then you kind of start questioning, like, damn, do they really fuck with me like that? You know what I'm saying? Because you don't see you may not see the passion in the way you want to see it, or how you thought you would see it. You know, it might come out in,
exactly.
you know, it might come out in other ways and things. You know what I'm saying? They might cook for you, or they might, you know, do this or do that for you. You know, on the love language side of the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But however, you know, that could be kind of, well, we'll go into that love language. That could be a selfish thing too. Oh, you didn't do this for me. I don't like you. Type. That's the name.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hearing. I like my shit this way. You didn't do it. So I don't. You know, that's another whole. But what I'm saying is, like with most couples experiencing that high and low, I think a low. I would say this honestly. The relationships that make it 50 years and all that kind of stuff, I think they should have, I think most of those, or at least the relationships I saw my grandparents last 50 years, there was a low level of passion. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe I didn't see it because I was a kid. You know, of course I didn't see behind their bedroom door, but at the same time, like just seeing them amongst each other, to me there was passion there, or in my head things they did to say, oh, well, granddaddy like you know, Papa like granny, you know what I'm saying? Like for instance, I may not have seen them, hey baby, doing all this all the time, but I would see my grandfather come home and then my grandmother bought him 5 suits. Look what I got you, baby. I got you 5 suits. Oh baby, hell yeah. You know, oh thank you know what I'm saying? That like I see like, oh, he liked that shit, you know what I'm saying? Or if she was pulling up in the Cadillac. Oh, he got the garage door already open for me. Oh, he done mowed the lawn. He done did this. He done did that. She getting off on this shit. You know what I'm saying? Not getting, but you know what I'm saying? She is satisfied. Oh, your grandfather out there cooking. Okay, I ain't got to cook nothing. He out there barbecue. Little things like that to me was showing their passion or love for each other, because I didn't really see them argue a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like they arguments lasted like 2 seconds. Like, Eleanor, well, you didn't do this for me. Zeke, you didn't do this for me. And then there was that. And then they was back to, you know what I'm saying? It didn't go on. Nobody went throwing fists. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, but you know, we talk about a generation of people that, you know, you don't even see them go in. You don't hear them have sex at night. And then
that's true.
And then you find out years down the line that either he beat her ass every night, or you know, had a family across town type shit. You think it was magical, but that generation, they just kept their shit compartmentalized.
Yeah, you're right about that. Now, let's go into our next passion. Passion makes sex a positive factor in relationships. How do you feel about your relationship after having sex? It could depend on how it could depend on your reasons for having sex, which predict how much passion or sexual desire you feel for your partner. When people engage in sex to increase intimacy, they experience an increase in sexual desire, which leads to greater relationship satisfaction. But when people engage in sex out of a desire not to disappoint a partner, they don't experience any increase in sexual desire, and the outcome is less relationship satisfaction. So basically, let's talk about that. When people engage in sex out of a desire not to disappoint a partner, they don't experience any increase in sexual desire, and the outcome is less relationship satisfaction. So passion, do you agree that passion makes sex a positive factor in relationships, or do you agree on the other end where, you know, some people can engage in, you know, like basically, you know, just doing sex for, it's like a job, you know what I'm saying? You know, like The Color Purple and shit, when they show a babe laying down, she just
he said just get on top of me and do his business.
Right. And that motherfucker just sweating this shit. You know, motherfucker just like, I mean, ain't no passion going on there. Just a duty being done or served, or you know, like most women don't know. Like a lot of men, I don't know. At least I ain't gonna say a lot of men. Let me just speak for me. Me, I like a lot. I hear a lot of dudes say, "Well, I don't give a fuck, bitch like me or not." You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get mine. But me, I guess I'm so arrogant. My ass, I want her to want it.
Yeah,
I mean, or at least feel satisfied. Even if she don't want it before, when I proposition, once I'm giving it to her, she like, oh shit, I'm glad he giving this shit to me, because
hell yeah. I mean, anything less than that sounds sort of rapey. I'm just saying, like, I don't give a fuck if she wanted it or not. I'm getting it.
Cause you know what I'm saying? You know, that's how some like. You know, I've heard many brothers say that, you know, let's say they in arguing with their girl. I don't give a fuck we in arguing or not. Shit, we go there into that room. Shit, I'm bending something over. You know what I'm saying? Like she could be mad after, you know what I'm saying, after we do this thing. You know, where me, like I don't even want none. Like if you mad, don't even give me none. Shit, I don't want it mad.
Hell yeah,
Hurry up and get it.
Just get it over with, you know.
Yeah, get it over with. Damn.
Yeah,
you that
motherfucker do it. Like, nobody wants to do that then, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cram medium bone in there.
Hell yeah. Yeah, motherfucker, medium bone and shit. It's soft, it's kind of soft, but
hell yeah, motherfucker. Cram that motherfucker in.
Stuffed.
Yeah. Spit on it until it get to working right.
Hell yeah. Trying to think of something else in your head and shit. Like, think about this flick, Janet Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, man, that shit.
Hey, man, but some days, man, you be like, man, fuck this. I ain't playing this game tonight.
I know, man. I mean, you know.
But yeah, that's part of the ebbs and flows period, you know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's an ebb and flow. You know, I kind of agree with it though. That I do kind of agree with them that passion makes sex a positive. I mean, it can make it a positive factor in a relationship, but also it can make it a negative factor. You know what I'm saying? Lack of. So,
yeah. Because honestly, you got to get them other 2 points: the love and the commitment. When they firing properly, then passion is almost always going to build the perfect relationship. Now, if you lacking in the other 2 departments, in the love and the commitment, then passion can play against you too. You know what I'm saying? Because you know it gets to blurring lines and making you ignore shit that you know you really shouldn't ignore on the structure side of the relationship.
Yeah, I mean that's like to me that's kind of like you could actually take that to the Will and Jada thing, you know, when he slapped Chris Rock and shit. Like everybody, because we as people, we don't really know what's going on in these people relationships. We only can know what the media is telling us. So I'm just going by what the media say that they unhappy, or I mean, I guess it is a fact. She slept with August Alsina. She slept with her son's friend. So I mean, his reaction to me, like I said, that was his reaction. You know, that was more so. I don't think that got nothing to pass. I don't think I hope he wasn't doing that to get her attention and getting her passion back. Like, look, bitch, I told you I'm hard. You know what I'm saying? Fuck with me. You fucking all these other motherfuckers out here. Fuck with me. I'm your dude. I'll slap a nigga for you. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but they're a perfect example. I mean, personification of when passion can work against you when you don't want to have the other 2 structural parts of the relationship together. You know what I'm saying? She don't love him like he love her.
Right.
And so that excess passion allows Will to let the lines blur, and then all of a sudden you slack the nigga in the middle of your fucking finest hour.
Yeah, I've been there. You know what I'm saying? I didn't roll. Hey, man, I have rolled in that relationship. I didn't roll and tumble under a garage, going down and shit, running from the police on shit like crazy. You know what I'm saying? That should have had you doing shit you normally would not do, especially if you're in that situation. My advice is please get out of it. You know what I'm saying? You'd be much happier to start over. A lot of times people are scared to start over. You'd be happier starting over, and you know, and then you ain't gotta have the fear of taking showers with men for the rest of your life and shit. So, you know, so just get out of that. But moving right along, they say that intense passion during courtship may not lead to marriage. And that's true too. We was just talking about that. Dating couples who have discussed making their relationships permanent tend to report more love than passion. And passion tends to be higher in those who have not discussed marriage compared to those who have. So what do you think? Like, I'm not gonna lie. When you out here single and you know what I'm saying, and basically that passion gonna be higher than when you guys, you know.
You don't have to consider the end game and shit.
Yeah. You know, a lot of, you know what I'm saying. So that report, I think I would agree with that report that
Man,
More.
you found a good ass fucking report, nigga.
Yeah, man.
That
I mean,
shit's on point.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it is on point. So yeah, the report is right. I say there's scientific research, right? Love and passion. It says couples who discuss making their relationship permanent tend to report more about love. They talk about love, building families, having children, buying homes, doing things like that, building a foundation and a legacy. Whereas passion tends to be higher in those who have not discussed marriage compared to those who have. See, is that lots of love and a dose of passion, rather than the reverse, are central features in relationships that transition to long-term partnerships. So a dose of passion, you just basically got to have a little dose of passion. That says
Just
a
a
little, a little dose. But that goes back to what we were saying about our brother who was bringing the McDonald's. Remember, because it said that it kind of falls in line with that thing that I'm sure him and old girl, you know what I'm saying, with all the kids had hella passion. He probably was going over there Netflixing, you know what I'm saying, pogo sticking in that, you know what I'm saying, motherfucker.
Like, she didn't even eat my ass. Fuck her.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, she probably was doing everything. He probably like, damn, I'm living a real life Pornhub and shit. Like,
Yeah.
Then once love came into it, they've been doing that for a while. Like, when we gonna be together? I got all these kids. I got your baby. When we gonna become a family? That nigga's like, what? Or you know what I'm saying? Like, or he could have been the one to be like, maybe he was the one, because he seemed to be more mad. So maybe he was the one like, damn, man, settle down with me, fuck with me, leave all these motherfuckers. You got the mother baby daddies, leave them alone. You know what I'm saying? Fuck with your boy. You know what I'm saying? I take care of all these kids, man. You don't need to let me keep pogo sticking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want you in the streets no more. I don't want you in the streets. I want to pull you out, or I want to pull you off the stripper pole. That's the motherfucker favorite line. I pulled her up out the club. Pulled her up out the club. So maybe she was like, nah, I ain't trying to do all that with you. You know what I'm saying? I got a good thing going on. I get money from this nigga, baby daddy. He come by, hit him off, he hit me up. I get money from him. You know what I'm saying? However they dynamic, we don't know. We just saying, could be, I've seen those kind of dynamics. I know you have too, Swag, you know what I'm saying? Or heard of those type of dynamics. So, I think that because that's what it kind of seems like. Like, dude probably was wanting to fuck with her. And then she like snubbed him, like, you ain't got that much money. You know what I'm saying? I got all these kids. I got one of your kids. If I'm gonna pick one of the baby daddies, I'm gonna get the one with the most paper. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the kind of age we're living in, transactional relationships. So, what do you think? I think they hit it on the head with that one. What you think on that?
I think the biggest thing that's missing in the good relationships is communication. I know that ain't what you asked, but without communication, complacency slips in, and then everything gets out of balance. But yeah, man, I think that dose of passion shit, when like everything in moderation, I think that when you start off with that probably is going to be the earliest sign of a long, successful relationship. But even in one of them ones that's passionate in the beginning, you have to work into that dose thing. And then, you have to pretty much have an open table of communication. Don't be thirsty. And, take it as it comes. But yeah, I do agree that the dose of passion is more healthy for a long-term relationship. But it takes a while to get there, though. That shit ain't fun in the beginning. It don't make for a live relationship in the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you on that. I think that now I'm gonna give another perspective here about relationships. Once again, passion. Now, a lot of people seek passion. It says there was research done that asked Americans if they would consider marrying someone with whom they were not in love. It also found that people today are quick to say no, and not just in Western culture. It seems that mutual attraction is a key universal ingredient that people seek in their long-term romantic relationships. So the passion experience in any one relationship differs from that experience by other couples, and even within a couple. Remember, we were saying earlier, it differs. Passion tends to ebb and flow, just like you said earlier, over the course of the relationship. The above evidence suggests that passion is important in predicting relationship success, but that it's not the only predictor. Love, intimacy, and commitment are just as, if not more, important to relationship well-being. So the trifecta we was talking about, that seems to be the most important thing, is the trifecta there.
Balance of that, yeah.
Right. So basically, a lot of Americans said they would consider marrying someone with whom they were not in love, because I think we live in a transactional society. So, like, if I fuck around and won the 770 million mega,
That's what I was about to say. That sounds like a climbing.
You know what I'm saying? Like, look, I could get any woman in America to basically marry me. They ain't gotta love me. They be like, "Fuck, hell yeah, I marry his ass."
Yeah. Let me sign that dot.
Right, exactly. So, that's true. They, a lot of Americans say they would marry somebody who are not in love with. And I think dudes would too, because I think a lot of dudes would marry Oprah ass. You know what I'm saying? If it came down to it. I mean, Stedman, he live in the guest house, but think about it, he living good. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker ain't got to be up under her all the time. He got a guest house, got paper.
Take a couple pictures here and there.
Come on. So, I think this is true. Also, basically they were saying that people are quick to say no. It seems that mutual attraction is a key universal agreement that people seek in their long term. So yeah, I think a lot of those, like you said, it's a lot of different factors. People tend to, we are a look first society. So men, we kind of look first anyway. That's just our nature. But now, even with the women, I think with social media and everything, even with the women, women are starting. Remember, women wouldn't look first. They were always about what's in your heart, because you always see an ugly ass nigga with a fine ass chick and be like, damn, how he pull her? Especially if he ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
But back in the day, but I think now in this society now, since, the rise of social media, I think women are look first too. They want the appearance. Hence the Tinder swindler. You know what I'm saying? They want a motherfucker who look, or the person who, got this status online. And then they like, oh man, that's what I'm attracted to, or whatever like that. So I think people are, I think the women now are more, they just as going by looks as we do. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's said enough. Because a lot of people still under the impression that, women, they don't judge people by their looks. Yeah, they don't if the motherfucker got millions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? But I think they do, like, because then you'll see shows like a lot of these love shows where 90 Day Fiance, or they get a motherfucker from overseas. They look, these little white girls, they go to the resort to see dude up there being a fitness coach, and then like, I'm in love with him, and then they find out this motherfucker living in squalor off the resort and shit. Like, how did you think he was living? You know what I'm saying? And then they like, they want to get over here like, hey, bitch, get me to America. You know what I'm saying? Green card like a motherfucker. I'm trying to get over there to get some paper. And then they like, oh, you're only with me because I can bring you to America. You know what I'm saying? So I think, but their attraction started off by what the resort showed. Think about it. If he's a personal trainer, the dude fit, good looking dude, working at a resort. The resort makes you think you in heaven. Oh my God.
Charismatic.
Oh my God. This experience. Oh my God. Then you under looking at Sancho. Come on, baby, get it every day, motherfucker, doing personal training and salsa dancing. Then Sancho smash your ass. Sancho's gonna smash it, baby.
Sancho.
Sancho's gonna smash it, baby. Then he smash your ass, and then you think, oh my God, he loves me so much. No, Sancho trying to get a green card. He trying to get up off that motherfucking squalor and shit. God damn it. You know what I'm saying? His only meals is at the resort.
Yeah. He looking hand him out when he ain't working.
You know what I'm saying? So I watch those shows where you know, they and then you know the American woman, they like go like, damn, this is how he really living. Like, yeah, that motherfucker don't live on a resort. He just worked there. Like, shit, what you think you're trying to do? So, I think that, but once again, by looks, appearance, you know what I'm saying? The what? Oh, he works in the resort. He's this fabulous personal trainer. He's rich. You know what I'm saying? He got, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers just be making up shit in their head. So I think, like I said, I think our society, as far as passion goes, is my conclusion is that like you said, it's a lot of, I think there's a lot of factors in there. But I say if you want a layman's term or whatever, you know, you could have a long lasting loving relationship without a bunch of passion. You know, I'm serious. I mean, you, like you said, you have a little dose, a mustard seed of passion in that bitch.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Every now and then, buy her, you know, go get buy her some flowers, go do this with her, or do something. You know what I'm saying? Whatever your woman like, or have a little passion, but it ain't got to be a daily thing. I think it's a shock when you get in a relationship, y'all doing it passion thing every day, and then all of a sudden, boom, 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 shit stop. So then, what do you really have? You know what I'm saying? It got to be like you said, love, commitment, and intimacy to push you through. So that's why I think I'm gonna end it. What you going with? I'm gonna let you say your piece.
Yeah, man. It's a juggle. It's like a tightrope walk. And when you have everything running on all cylinders and with no confusion, passion has its good place, in a relationship, and you can get it back because, like I say, you got to fight off over the years. You got to fight off complacency. You got to fight off temptation, and you got to fight off just boredom.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I'm with you. Boredom of the mind, idle mind, as they say, devil's playground, right? So,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Leave the Pornhub alone. Hey, you got to hit it. You got to hit it.
yeah,
You got to hit it. I'm telling you now. I mean, even if you don't want to sometimes,
you got to hit it.
you got to hit
It'll
it.
make both of y'all feel better. You know what I'm saying? You be after you hit
Hell
it.
yeah. I mean, it might be the first time in a while.
You're like, damn, okay.
I said, oh, he's still
Yeah.
like
Yeah. But I agree though, as you like you say, the factors of aging, we getting used to that now. We're starting to get in our, older, getting to age in the 40s and stuff.
Yeah.
So now you starting to see, like you say, libido kind of drop in women. Women have
Hell
women.
yeah,
Yeah,
man. Hey, man, I'm telling you, man,
man.
I don't see how them old niggas did it, man. They have no kind of supplements or they had no magic pills, nothing, nigga. They
Oh
just
man.
did it, and then they were drinking real liquor and shit like.
It's your career. Yeah, man. Hey, but like I say, you gotta eat you some watermelon and eat you some pistachios. Do that natural Viagra on them, and but yeah, old people, they get a lot of fruits and vegetables and nuts. Old men, because I see my granddaddy take a bite out of a tomato like it was an apple on that bitch.
Hell yeah.
That motherfucker, and that shit shocked me. He was just in there. I'm like, that ain't no motherfucking apple. That's a tomato, man.
Yeah, and the whole time you like looking at it, he trying to rejuvenate him.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. But man, we had a great conversation. Please give us your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Hit us in the comments. It was a great discussion today from my brother over there from another, and it's your boy KZ. I'm out of here. Y'all know how to get in touch with me. All the information is down below. I'm gonna let my man Swag. Any last words, Swag?
Free Brittany.
Yeah. All right. Peace out, y'all. We're gonna see y'all on the next go around. Weekend Hot Podcast. Signing off.
Take care.
Well, we're gonna be out here in a second. Here we go.
I know.